Let's see how this goes. Probably terribly. Probably not. Good. Let's see. Let me just throw the link everywhere and get started. Dun, 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 dun. Probably no, absolutely no one is awake, I imagine. We're calling it a blitz because the idea is to draw as fast as possible. Let's see. Yeah, that should be good. Let me just throw it on Twitter as well. And Blue Sky. There's still a couple of days for people to get their Ace Alistair work into the well, it's not a competition, it's just a thing that's happening. Bum, 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 bum. Come on, come on. Twitter has not been loading recently. It's been taking a very long time to load. I think Elon's doing something. I know there's a problem when Blue Sky loads faster than Twitter. Jesus. Alright, let's throw this link up. Nice twin. Three to one. Three. Oh shit. I've been bullied into calling it radio static instead of static radio. Sadness. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, 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 bum. That's why I got the Sonic music on, because we gotta go fast. We're gonna go fast tonight. Make sure those posted. And publish this one as well. Bum, 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 bum. Alright. Hopefully those posted. No idea. Hello everyone. Let's see, go to OBS. Wait, I gotta post it to Discord. Sonic is on the go to save the world. I can't sing at 3 AM, but you know. And it's a team we can become even stronger. Okay, grab the link. Post to Discord. Secret is sharing your dream. No, can't do it. Star's not in alignment. Who's adding me at 3 AM? I should be asleep. Be on the road. I still haven't fixed my laggy ass PNG tuber, so I'm gonna have to deal with that. Making this greatest speed, can take us trying hard to stay above trouble. Makes this a safer ride. We streaming. Overcome all the odds. I swear if someone comes in here and tells me to go to bed, I'll ban them. Oh, Puppy's awake. An international one would be great. An intentional one. Okay, that makes more sense. Alright, now to disappoint my other server. Unfortunately, rest is for the weak. I did take a nap. I took a nap at like 10 o'clock to 12. So I've had sleep, just not at the right time, in the right amounts. Alright, let's get started. I'm gonna turn off Discord because Discord's really fucking annoying. Bum 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 bum, we can make it if we all stick together. Okay, gotta be careful. I don't want to wake anyone up. We are freaking out the best things in each other. 8 hours of do not disturb. That should take me to... I gotta meet Tilted Fire tomorrow for a voice acting session, but I'll do that later. Hello. Let's get started. Get as much done as humanly possible. Alright, that looks good. Let's change the title. I don't know how to do it actually. Here we go. Part 2. Alright. And I gave up trying to put the chat on screen. I can't keep up with changing the URL every single stream. Oh well. But I do have chat here. I will read out chat when it becomes prudent to do so. Oh wait, did I swap the stream? Yeah, okay. That looks good. Okay, good. Good. Alright. Now this looks like a blank piece of paper, but actually there are things that we can be doing. Wait a minute. Okay. For a minute I was like, where are my 10 million folders? Okay, here they are. So that's the credits. I'll make those pretty later. That's not really important right now. Okay, where are you? This is Vox sinking into the water at the end of the episode. I'm kind of moving backwards through the episode at the moment. So we'll start at the very end, and then we'll move forward. Alright, I specifically wanted him to end on his, demon form. Let me grab my references real quick. I don't think I have a Demon Vox reference. Let me just grab one quickly. That's like the one thing I don't have right now. Let me just grab a Demon Vox reference. Got plenty of the boys. Just want him looking normal. Just a little normal little Vox. Sorry, I'm looking at the fuck-ass PNG. I think that's fan art. I'm gonna try and find the official one. It's so hard to find official references. That one's not too bad. I don't like that one. That's like, he looks... Okay, because different people draw the show, he looks a little bit different in every scene. So I'm just looking for a screenshot that I kind of like. And I'll use that one. It's very... Sometimes he's like very trapezoidal. And sometimes he's a little thicker than I like. Oh, that's a nice one. Okay, he does seem to be a bit thicker than I usually draw him. In general. Why can't I find a good reference that doesn't cut off his stupid hat? Show me the goods. No, I don't like this reference. I think it's good enough for the purposes of today. Can't spend all day looking for a reference. Da, 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 da. Did that not work? Okay, that worked. Let me get chat open. Okay, chat's open so I can see y'all's. I can see you guys. Whenever you need, whenever you have anything to say to me. put this over here. That's... I kind of need this, but I probably don't need this all the way up. Let's just move it down. I just have to toggle between frame 1s and 4s. Come on, clip. Ah, come on, clip CDO. It's not that difficult. Oh, it's really struggling. It did not expect me to want to use a brush that I always use. Okay, let's make this a more obvious sketch here. Okay. Put an outline on the line art so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, doesn't have to be the prettiest thing in the entire world, because there are a bunch of drawings that we have to go through. Yeah. Have him look up a little bit, maybe. Man, I cannot draw. Copy paste. Oops. Come on. There we go. Really hard to see what. It's such a dark background. Very hard to see. Brush setting. There we go. Oh, maybe I'll move this over. Come on. God, Clip. Clip is testing me today. It's always a bit lazy when it first wakes up. Come on. There we go. Let's do the corners the way I always do them. Collecting these. Who needs to draw correctly when you can just copy and paste the vector? Make that a bit thinner. There's a little hat on. Oh, he's adorable little hat. They look like little horns. I love his little hat. I don't know why I even bothered to get reference, because I draw them differently anyway. I draw his hat flat, because I think it's really funny. Use the same size. As close as I can. There we go. I worked on my OCs yesterday a little bit more. I kind of want to like do like production blocks for them, but we'll see, we'll see. I think making animatics is simultaneously easier than I thought and also harder than I thought. Oh, I didn't think they were very easy, but I am making progress, which is more than I thought was possible. Draw him like a little puppy. God, this looks terrible. Just try and fix this. Okay, not too bad. He's supposed to be a little wider than he is taller. Again, I shouldn't make this too pretty. I gotta like lower the bar, you know? So I don't have to work too hard at all the other drawings. Barely tell what I'm doing. I'll put his little neck on. Sometimes his neck is like behind his like TV thing. A little squatter, I think. Maybe a little smaller as well. Because I want to get that sinking feeling when he goes down. So his stupid bow tie comes free with the outfit. I've drawn him a million times already, but I don't remember what I'm doing. Welcome, welcome. I'm not sure how accurate YouTube's viewer count thing is, but I am here, ready to chat when anyone else is. I bought 2 Disney movies refurbished today for £4. I got Tarzan and the My Little Mermaid, which was a 2-disc special edition. There was a normal one, but I was like, I don't know if like it's always a gamble which DVD to get, right? You don't know what you really want to be looking for in terms of like original versus like digitally restored. So I got a digitally restored one. I don't know what that means. Hopefully it's not terrible. I'm surprised they didn't keep the film. You'd think a big well, I mean, Disney was already a big company at that point. You'd think they would keep the film, right? I don't know. What would I know? So I get it for like their early work. They were just like cutting shit up and reusing stuff. Let's pick a nice deep blue color for him. Let's see. Oh, turn that off. It doesn't confuse the bucket tool. I will merge all of this together when I need to save space for the animation. His eyes look a little far apart. They might be a little bit too droopy. But oh well. My main rule is to not do a blinking animation. I'd only want to, like, at most open and close mouths, but I don't want to do anything more than that. Besides the drawings I've already posed. And also expressions. But no lip syncing or anything. I'm kind of using this animatic to, like, gauge how hard it would be to, like, do, like, animatics on the side, which I'm not sure. I'm not really sure. I'll have to, like, be able to stop taking commissions first before I try that. Let's do the second one, which I think is just a slightly different expression and his eyes closed, which I can just do the scale up width with the, this is what I've been doing. I've been like, I haven't been redrawing the eyes, I've just been making the eyes thicker so that they look like eyelashes. And then I think I wanted a smaller mouth. And then this will have to be, actually, hold on. Let me leave the teeth where they are, so that when the mouth gets smaller, it will kind of look cohesive. I heard Marvel laid off a bunch of staff the other day, or maybe today. I gotta turn off that. And these two frames are complete for the final bit of the episode. Then he'll be sinking down into the water. Oh, it would be kind of cute to have his little dangly things. Like, sort of select overlapping vectors. But where's the rotation tool? Maybe that doesn't exist for the vectors. Rotation, let's select, overlap. Put that down a little bit. Like a little sad bunny. It's the saddest little bunny in the whole world. Select. I wonder why underneath the black part was colored in. That's weird. It shouldn't really do that. Hold on. Oh, it's the onion skin. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, that's weird. Unusual behavior. Okay, I'll put the I'll put the onion skin back on. It might be helpful for later. Alright, so those are 2 frames of Vox. Boom. 2 frames done. Only, how long was that? Half an hour? Well, I had to set up stream, so maybe 15 minutes. Alright. So, that's done. I'm gonna save. I like to save between every like scene, just to make sure I don't lose anything important. Bum, bum, bum. I think I can copy and paste this Vox into a previous scene. This poor little Vox. Being tortured. Forever tortured. This might... Hopefully clip doesn't... Oh. My friend Evie. Did they join Sinfluential Studios? That's... Interesting, interesting. Was that... Because I have 2 patrons. This must... Yep, this is this influential one. Interesting. That'd be helpful. Yeah. Every little bit for Sinfluential Studios helps. Gotta pay those editors. Bow, bow, bow. Cellophane's doing a really good job of editing at the moment. I just need that last bit of recording from what's his face? Tilted fire. It's a bit late. Come on, Clip. You can do it. Let's go, Clip. Let's go. Throwing a little Alistair for the next scene. Let me grab one of these boxes real quick. Ah, he's adorable. Oh, I love him so much. He's just so cute. I'll let him be so cute. Evil. Evil little man. Anyway, that's done. Let's move on to the next scene. Oh, that's Alistair. Let's do this one. Is this the one with Vox in it? When it loads? There it is. There he is. There's my little guy. There's 2 frames of this little man. Let's put you in the distance. Hello, Miss Alexis. Hello, hello, hello. Are you a fan of Hasbin Hotel? He's a little too big there. Okay, I think that could be fine because their demon forms are supposed to be like really big or something. I don't quite remember. They're like 7 feet tall. He's so silly. Let's scale it down a little bit. That's because the line thickness is a little too much at the moment. Oh, hello. Welcome. Oh, are you Japanese? What time is it in Japan? Because in the UK it is 3:35 in the morning, and I only just started streaming, so I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. Let me turn that off. I think it's okay to keep the outline thick on this one. Alright, what's his expression? Let me check that real quick. I did this all yesterday. Okay, he's mad. Let's give him a mad expression. Also wanna just move the water a bit. Let's put a mask on that. Because I'm indecisive. And I like keeping everything that I can. And he still looks a bit big, but maybe his demon form is just really big. What's that? That's the thumbnail. I need to put his arms in, I think. Just a little bit. He's so mad. Oh, Alexis, have you been having a good day? You're the only one here, so I have to pick on you a bit. I went for a nice walk earlier today. And then I popped back into my house and I grabbed the soda and then I went back out. And I spent way too much money because I wanted to spend money, but I didn't want to like waste money. So I topped up on like shower gel and deodorant and stuff. So all that was all really expensive, but at least I don't have to buy any of that for a while. Do I make him look mad? That's a nice mad expression. Draw his teeth straight across. Well, as close as I can get it. I'm not particularly good at this. Let me use the simplify tool. And then I can make his teeth a little sharper. Usually... Let's see. I know it looks like it did the opposite, but if I just did this... Okay, that's not too bad. Okay, there, that worked. That made the teeth a bit sharper. Da, da, da. Yeah, good enough. He's so mad. And he has the right to be mad as well. Let's see. Correct line width. Scale that down. Oh, wrong way. There we go. Nice easy vox there. Fill in the purple there. Can I make him look even madder though? That's the question. Thank you for the heart. Da, 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 and little smiley faces. Hello, hello. Give him some gothic eyeliner, I suppose. And while I'm here, I'll do the second box as well. I can delete that, I think. There we go. And I'll pop that into frame 2. And I'll just... This frame's kind of the same. Can I copy a mask? Hold on. Can I copy a layer mask? Yeah! Although that seemed to... Was that reverse? That's weird. How do I reverse that? I did it the old-fashioned way. Wait, what's going on here? That was weird. I don't know what clip is up to. It's mass selection. Okay, let's do the opposite of that. Okay, good. Good enough. Let's move the arms around. I gave him like a, let's give him an even bigger mouth. Let's move the teeth up. And we'll squish the eyes to compensate. He is so mad. And then put his arms up. I'm gonna move his shoulders in as well. Sort of help the pose a little bit. He's never been madder in an entire... Well, maybe once. He was madder once. He's quite far away, so I don't have to do too much definition in his little hands. Let's put the little line thing on so I can kind of see what's going on here. I'll just do a little simple. Well, he does have claws, so I'll do a little simple fist there. And his hands are really big though, so I'll make that a bit bigger. Okay. Sometimes I like to make one knuckle pop out a bit. Da, 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 da. Not this song. Is this Dreams of an Absolution? I'm not entirely sure. Unless Dreams of an Absolution was based on a different song. Little TV man in the water. Yeah, he's in the Mississippi. You know, I'm just gonna be really lazy. It's an animatic, so you're allowed to be really lazy. Just copy and paste this bitch. And just flip it. There we go. Thank God for bilateral symmetry. Which is kind of odd to think about. You know, human beings, we didn't have to be symmetrical. We could have been anything. We could have been like 4-way symmetrical as well. Could you imagine that? I think maybe octopuses are 4-way symmetrical. I'm not sure. I think jellyfish are as well. Maybe not octopuses. Definitely jellyfish. Alright, let's fix the purple underneath it. Let's delete that one. Let's turn this down, actually. That's the onion skin, I believe. I'll turn that off for a second. Just using a color that's very similar to the onion skin at the minute. Oh, that's really good! It needs some water splashing, though, to really sell it. Which I'm not entirely sure how I'm gonna do. I have an idea. Let's see. Let's just use the lasso tool to like follow up his arms a little bit like that. Maybe something like that. And the same on the other side. Not amazing, but close enough. And then just try and blend it into the water. Thank you. It's alright. I'm gonna give this a little more orange because it's catching the light. And I'll give this one a little more purple so you can kind of see it better. That's the reasoning for that, and I'll just blend it into the water a little bit here. I think I need more, like, droplets. I can add that with a droplet tool that I made a long time ago. I just gotta get the correct size for everything. I use this for the stars in the sky. Let's see. Do that. Let's see what it's on right now. Oh, yeah, way too small. What do we want? Can't even see him. Oh, that's why. Particle size was like 0.2. There we go, there we go. There we are. Do you know about the Sequential Studio and like all that stuff? Or are you just from this, just found me randomly from YouTube? So that's interesting. Yeah, okay, that kind of works. Maybe a little more to show the force. There we go. You watch the podcast? Hell yeah. Do you have a favorite episode or anything? What's that brown spots in the sky? Maybe I messed that up. What is that? Oh, why is it on this layer? That's really weird. I really fucked that one up. Work it out. I use this little black mask to kind of see what's going on. Alright, we can draw Alistair now. He's in his human form still. I think that's the end of Demon Box. Yeah, hard to choose. I like all of the latest ones, usually. I need to finish writing the next episode, which is a murder mystery episode for the patrons. Hey, it looks really good! Yeah, I like that. It's not very good, though. I'm not... I've discovered that I'm not very good at writing murder mysteries. It's fine for one episode, I think. I think it works. Like, it kind of feels like the rest of the show. It doesn't feel like a murder mystery, really, unfortunately. Alright, there's only one Alistair that I need to draw, but I'll probably have him have an open and a closed mouth. But I'll probably do the closed mouth at a different time. Alright, let's draw Alistair. Let's see. I've got some references here. He's just throwing his entire ass out in this reference. Alright, let's do our best. Got kind of a big head. I can resize at the end if I need to. Just want to make it consistent with itself for the time being. He has such a big smile, it pushes his, like, whole face up. I don't think I could write anything related to mystery. Yeah, I mean, I thought it would be fine because I was basing it off of something else. But, like, what I'm basing it off of doesn't work for, like, the time that I have. And also, like, I'm just not very good at it. But I think it's okay. It's like, it worked. It's fine for an episode. I probably won't ever attempt anything similar to it again. What I really would love is to, like, have other writers that were, like, good at things to, like, write an episode or two. That would be lovely. But it's just the cost. Like, yeah, it's just so, like, it's too expensive for me to hire an artist. And I'm sure a writer might be a little bit cheaper, but also, like, the writing, I never get to write because, like, all of my income is, like, from my art. So it's like, I don't know if I want to, like, give up the writing part. Or maybe I can just have, like, a guest writer every once in a while. That might work. But I need to, like, find people to do that as well, which also, it takes time to find people to do things. So it's almost like it wastes less time to just do it yourself sometimes. Okay, I gotta fix this massive hairdo. Let's bring this down a bit. It took like 2 months to find a new Vox voice actor. And partially that was because that giant snowstorm happened in America, and our Vox that we hired was affected by that for like an entire month. Like, Tilted was, we were doing the recording. I don't know if it was last recording or the recording before it. They kind of blend together a little bit. But anyway, we were talking, and Tilted, the Alistair voice actor, was like, oh, I practically, like, what did he say? He said something like he was rooting for Cell, and he had like handpicked him. Yeah, that's what he said. He said he handpicked Cell, and I was like, wait a minute. Because I did. We had 2 finalists, and, like, realistically, I could have said to Cell because of the internet issues, and also, not only the snowstorm, but he missed his first interview back after, like, getting his power and his internet back. He missed that first interview back with me, and I was like, I have every reason in the entire world to not hire this guy. But I was like, the patrons want him, like, Tilted really likes him. Alright, we'll see how bad it is. But I think what it was for me is, like, I was so used to our old Vox, and I had, like, such high, I guess, standards. I don't know, like, I don't even think our last Vox was, like, that great either, but I don't know what it was. Maybe I was just too used to his voice. And I don't think Cell is bad at all. Like, Cell's really good. There's some things he needs to improve on, but otherwise, I think he's, like, on par, if not better, than our other voice actor. But I was really holding out. I was like, I don't know, like the other finalists. The other finalists didn't have like a Vox impression, but it sounded like a TV presenter, and I love that. I love that so much. And I was very close to going with the TV voice instead of the Vox impression. I was like really close, but I was like, I convinced myself that I could hire the other voice actor for a different role in the future, for like an OC project, and that's the only reason that I was able to like get myself to hire Cell instead of the other finalists. Ba ba ba. But yeah, so I've been working on my OCs a little bit as well. It's a nice little Alistair. I'm gonna make him a little smaller so he fits on this tiny ass body that I gotta put him on. There we go. I always draw the heads too big, but my ethos is that it's okay if I draw too big. I just scale it back when I need to. OC. Yeah, do you want to see my OC? I don't know if you want to see my OC. I don't think he's ready yet. I don't know. He's got a little bit of... He's technically got a cameo in the murder mystery episode. Because I was sort of like... They're like characters in a play kind of thing. So one of the characters is named after the OC. You do? Okay. Let me see if I can find a good drawing. I haven't like fully fleshed out the world or anything yet. I have an idea for what the story should be. But like the aesthetics around the story, I'm still trying to figure those things out. Okay, let's go to my folder. I have a few different versions of this particular character. I think I'm missing some characters as well. I don't know. I don't really like this design yet. Yeah, my OCs are not fleshed out either. What I kind of want to do is I kind of want to like have like a... I kind of was wanting the aesthetic to be kind of like a 70s sort of like Disney movie kind of thing. This is Al Frederick. He's a ticketeer, but he's also a puppeteer. It's like this little guy. He's like a little alien. I don't know about the style though. And also the proportions are all weird. Which, I was kind of like trying to make them weird, but I don't think I like how I made them weird. So, he needs a lot of work, I think. Just to make him look more interesting, maybe. Here's a character. I don't know about the style either. Like, I'm not sure what style to use. There's a lot of roadblocks that I'm running into at the minute. She's a little... Well, she was like a dragon, but I think she's gonna be a vampire now. And this is the title. Da, da, da. But I think that I have to change the title probably for YouTube, probably. Unfortunately. She's like a priest vampire thing. This is a little alien guy. And then the haunted puppet that has like lived a millennium. Da, da, da. But yeah, it's a lot of work. All of these characters need a lot of design work. The story needs a lot. It has some direction, but it needs more direction. It's a lot of work. Just a lot of work. It's still very, very early stages. Trying to get his tiny little waist in. His fat little butt. I get that. Yeah, yeah. And And I don't feel like a very creative person, which is also really frustrating. I don't know what I'm doing here. Is that? Okay, there's some more space there. I'll just draw in like that, maybe. I think I gotta make him smaller again. I kind of wanted them to be like working at a train station kind of thing. So they all have jobs related to like working at a train station. I know. No. Unfortunately not. I think I can be a little more creative, I think, when I'm working within someone else's creation. I feel like I'm really well equipped to make like things which already exist like a little bit better, but I'm not very good at like making the thing exist to begin with. Like I'm more of an editor than I am a writer, I would say. But you know, I gotta write my own. I gotta write the scripts for the podcast. I think I'm good at writing. Designing, not sure about that. But also, like, I have plenty of time. And I have big dreams. And hopefully, like, those two things will carry me as far as possible. Oh, I have his hands behind his back. Everybody has creativity within them, even if it's hard to find. Yeah. I feel a little bit like I try like when I'm trying to be creative, I use a lot of help from like I try to like break things down into a point where like I can like the creativity is like an emergent process of like breaking things down enough, basically. Is that a weird angle, maybe? Let me flip the canvas. Yeah, I think the arm is a little too big. Da, 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 da. So yeah, I try to take something I'm familiar with and like combine it and mix it with other things. And like I guess that kind of looks like creativity, but it's like it's also very like intentional and like like that puppet OC is basically just Alistair. But I need to like rein myself in at the same time. Because I feel like the way that I want to write that OC is not the way that OC should be written. Which is kind of weird. Because it's like, oh, I made it. Like, I feel like it's too easy to woobify your own OCs. Maybe that's what I'm getting at. Let me check. Just had to make sure that I was folding this wrist correctly. Ba-ba. Okay, this is... Hold on. What's going on here? Clean up this arm a bit. kind of see what I'm doing. Is it that this should be lower, maybe? Yeah, I think that's what the issue is. I think Pinterest has toned down my creativity, though. Oh, it toned it down? I don't go on Pinterest. Because I always forget that Pinterest exists. I was, gosh. As a kid, I was like a Tumblr kind of person. But even that, I didn't use Tumblr that much either. I guess Discord was like my first, like, social media that I kind of used consistently. And then because of Discord, I got a Twitter. Because when I first joined the internet kind of thing, I joined like an art community, and like the art community was big on like sharing your Twitter posts and stuff with each other to like grow your accounts and stuff. So I made a Twitter because of that. And I still have a couple friends from that old art community. Unfortunately, the Discord had to be shut down eventually, unfortunately. I think the owner, like, I don't know. I think either got sick or just got tired of running the server. Maybe wasn't seeing the success that they wanted to, I'm not sure. Yeah. But, like, I still followed a couple of the friends that I had made on Instagram and Twitter. If you've noticed, I didn't actually draw in that other hand. Is that alright? I don't think anyone will notice, right? I'll just, like, put it there. Yeah, that's the other arm. We'll just pretend the other arm exists. Cannot get this in. Let's make the brush smaller. There we go. Yeah, it's alright, it's alright. Then I got into Has-Been, and that's basically how my accounts grew. But then it's like, I don't even care that I have big accounts. like how big your accounts are doesn't translate to how much... Well, okay, I guess it helps if you take commissions regularly, like having a lot of followers is really good for that. But I niched myself really fast. Like, my niche was asexual Alistair, like comics and artworks and stuff like that. Things that like kind of focus in on his sexuality a lot. And because of that, I grew like instead of like a large following, I grew like a very loyal following, I would say. So I niched into that really, I guess, quickly. So I never like really had any incentive to grow my accounts. And then I started the podcast, and the podcast is now my main income. And like I started the podcast without no followers on YouTube, and like I barely advertised it on my Twitter. So it's like I don't think it's necessary to have a big account to make income. It might to like make a lot of money, you might need a really big account. But if like even people who have big accounts, like it depends on like how many commissions you can take. Like if you have a really good art style that people want to pay for, it doesn't really matter like once you get past a certain point, because you can't draw beyond so many orders, you know? So this is like an upper limit. You can keep charging more, but I guess, I don't know, I guess supply and demand maybe. But like eventually you just can't draw as much as big as your audience is once you get past a certain size. Like Vivzy Pop was doing like she had like a tier on her Patreon for a long time, when she was like already a really big YouTube artist. But she had commissions on her Patreon that was like $200 for a sketch or something like that. Which was like, this was what, 2015. So that was a lot of money back then. Let's pick a nice shade of pink, like a dusty pink for the falling sun. Oh, I gotta put his stupid little glasses on. He ain't seen none. Would you have a lawyer or large? I don't know. Because also, it's hard to say. Like, I think the obvious answer would be loyal. But I've seen very parasocial fans being in the has-been community, especially towards VivziePop, that it's really scary. I think VivziePop enjoys it, but like, I don't know if I would enjoy it. I have like a bunch of parasocial fans. Ooh. Every time I have an argument with someone on Twitter, they hit me with the, "Oh, I looked up to you," and I'm just like, first of all, my art's not that good. And also, like, I don't care. Like, if I'm like, I stand on business. If we're gonna have an argument, we're gonna have an argument. Like, I don't really argue with people on Twitter. Mostly because I got better at like recognizing when people just wanted to start an argument with me. But like every time they would like come at me for something, they'd always hit me with the "Oh, I looked up to you," and I'm just like, that's like what? Like, I don't understand. It does not compute to me. But yeah, that's, gosh, a lot of bullies on Twitter, I'm gonna be honest. They just have nothing to do. They just want to start problems all day long. And I'm just like, ugh. I feel like Twitter has the most arguments out of all the platforms. Yeah. For sure. But like, since blocking this one particular friend group, I have not had a single argument on Twitter for years. Like, the minute I blocked this one specific friend group, I have not, like, people talk about drama in the Has-Been Hotel fandom, and I'm like, where is the drama? Because I blocked all of the people that start drama all day long. Yeah, I haven't seen drama on. Okay, I see a little bit of Static Moth, Static Radio drama occasionally, but like for them, like the big drama and stuff like that. Okay, like I heard about the lawsuit, but that was kind of like a community. That kind of left the community. But all of the community drama, I don't see that. Doesn't exist to me. Like, the people who, like, accuse people of, like, random shit all day because they, like, it's just because they made a post or whatever, like, ugh. I don't see any of that anymore. Okay. I think that's all. I think those glasses are fine how they are for now. Look at this evil little guy. He just, Alistair, why'd you do that to him? So many different names for Radio Static. It's a joke, isn't it? Isn't it? Is it not a joke? I thought it was just a joke to, like, come up with different names all the time. Like, okay, maybe the first, like, 3 or 4 were genuine. And then after that, it was, like, trendy to, like, come up with new names to be funny. That's how I see it. Do you want to list them? I don't even know them all. I'm such a fake Radio Static fan. I don't even know all of the ship names. I know, let's write them down for funsies, why not? Obviously there's Radio Static. I feel think this is a meme song for a long time. Radio static, static radio. And then these don't count because they're defunct. But there's Static Love Tune. Oh, Static Radio Love Tune. Which became Static Radio. Which was usurped by Radio Static. Lost Signal, I believe. Which is the beta designs of Alistair and Vox shipped together. Murder Media, that's the human... Can we just call that Human Radio Static? Does it really need a name? Does it really need a ship name? But like, what is, like, this is just like Human Disguises. Like, does this count as Murder Media, or is this Radio Static and Human Disguises? Or does it have to particularly be while they're alive to be Murder Media? I've never heard of Radio Cult. Oh, is that where Alice... one of them shipped with the demon form, but I can't remember which one it is. Is it Human Vox and... Is that Human Vox and Demon Alistair, or is that Demon Alistair with Human Vox? Or did I just say the same thing? I really like Human Alistair with Demon Vox. I think the size difference is ridiculous. It's cute though. I don't think they have much in common though, unfortunately. I think my favorite, obviously, the OG. Well, I was, like, Tilted Fire the other day was like, Mouse, you're the only person in the entire world who calls it Static Radio instead of Radio Static. And it's just because I was here when this was a thing. So, like, I was shipping Radio Static when it was called Static Radio Love Tune. So I just call it Static Radio instead of Radio Static. But I've been trying to tag it Radio Static more often, like in the title, I think, of this video. Because it's the more popular one and it gets you more clicks to call it Radio Static instead of Static Radio. Anyway. So that's done. Is there another frame here? Nah. Let's call that one done. Let's go back to 10. Do that in a second. Just gonna save, because I've technically finished a scene. Static Cannibal is the one for Demon Vox and Human Alistair. Demon Vox, Human Alistair. Demon Vox, Human Alistair. Okay. So Radio Cult is Demon Alistair, Human Vox. Then there's the pilot designs that get shipped together. I don't think people genuinely ship that. I think they just want more static radio names. I don't think they genuinely ship the pilot. Unless you're an Eason fan. Then I have seen Eason fans like make the pilot characters different people. So yeah, I see it from them. But I don't see the pilot designs as like different people enough to justify like entertaining that as like a completely new ship for me personally. I think other people see a meaningful difference, and that's alright. What's up, late? Hello, puppy! Puppy! I'm gonna eat you. Nom, 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 nom. I'm actually not up late. I'm up really early. I woke up at midnight. Technically from a nap, but it still counts. Technically, I'm up early. I think the art is cute. Thank you. I was just saving it now. So I'm feeling good. I want to get through all of this. These 10 scenes comprise 2 pages of the script, but I'm kind of calming down for the rest of the animatic. Like this is like There's a cafe scene, there's a river scene. This is all of the river scene stuff. So I want to get all of the river scene done tonight. Well, this morning. And see how that goes. Oh. Alright, let's draw this Alistair in. What's going on here? Just gonna make sure. I kind of planned out where every drawing would go. Oh, sorry. I planned out every drawing that I needed. And I'm drawing in every drawing that I think I need. And then when I time it out to the finished audio, I'll add extra drawings where I need them and stuff like that. I feel like I did at least half of the part 1 animatic in 2 days, because I hadn't read the script, and I was kind of just like imagining the things that I needed, and I didn't actually like draw everything that I really genuinely needed. So I feel like I did most of that animatic in like 2 days after I got the audio, just to like make it make sense. I'm gonna move his nose up so I can give him a bigger smile. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna try not to spend too much time on these drawings because they're not on screen very long. I need I have everything but like a free force view of Alistair. So I'm just kind of winging it. Get rid of that. I'm gonna put the coating on so I can see a little better. Frame his face a little better. So Puppy, how are you doing? I'm gonna make that bigger. Do. Have some jams on. Keep me focused. This is like my ADHD music. A lot of the time I stream like really calm music. But sometimes I just need a little music pick me up. Yeah, this looks terrible. Flip the canvas a little bit. Usually that helps. Replace everything. You gotta go sleep soon. Ah, it's understandable. Understandable, of course. It would be really funny if I was here when you woke up. I swear, like, all of the Pokemon YouTubers have been playing, like, Pokemon Champions nonstop. They're, like, really excited to have a competitive Pokemon game. Even though it's not very good. I commend them. They gotta get that bag. They gotta pretend Pokemon is a decent franchise. For as long as possible. I started watching like a film review of a movie I hadn't seen. And then I realized, like, I don't really care about, like, a negative review of a random movie that I haven't seen. I'm sure it's a good movie. I think it made, like, lots of money, which I know isn't, like, the sign of a good movie, but... I guess if enough people like it, it's a good movie, right? I'm not sure. I'm not really sure how it works. Glitch has been apparently bullying, like, cinema chains across the UK to show the movie, and I feel so bad for all of these like movie people. Oh, this looks so bad. Hold on. How do I fix this? It can be popular from hate or love, or if you're a Has-Been Hotel fan, it can be popular for hate and love. Do you know what's crazy? Part of me is like, and maybe this is a little narcissistic, but part of me is like, oh, I really hope my OC project isn't too good, because then it won't have a fandom. Because in my head, you can only have a fandom if you have like a bunch of people that like really hate your work and just want to like remake it to be decent. So like it's been a genuine fear of mine. I'm scared my OC work will be too good and it won't have a fandom. It seems to happen a lot. If there's nothing to like grip people into the world. Like Centaur World didn't have a fandom. Granted, nothing that gets shown on Netflix ever has a fandom. Except maybe Voltron? Did Voltron have a fandom? I assume so. But it was like a Yaoi Slop fandom, so it doesn't count. I'm kidding. I don't think I'd ever want to be that popular. I mean, it must be nice to be able to afford to like practically live at Disney World. Even though I don't think I would ever like live with myself if I gave Disney World any money whatsoever. I don't even like Disney movies that much. I love Hunchback of Notre Dame, but like that's based on a book, so it's like it doesn't like that. It's not like it doesn't count, but it counts the least. Tarzan was also based on a book, although the thing I love most about Tarzan is just the animation. Tarzan like gets no love though from Disney because Disney doesn't own Tarzan, and they don't have rights to the IP anymore. So Disney just pretends Tarzan doesn't even exist. Because they can't milk it for all it's worth. So yeah, so the only Disney properties I like are like barely Disney. I bought Tarzan like 8 hours ago. I bought like a refurbished Tarzan DVD. If you're in the Synfluential Studio server, I can try and play it later, sometime, eventually. Disney is just live actions and sequels nowadays, yeah. Unfortunately. I love his little hair flick here. It's hard to get it in this perspective, though. I gotta unflip the canvas to make sure I get the swirls on the right side. Oh, I'm gonna try and speed up a little bit. Like, the face was really difficult, but I'm gonna try and speed up so I can make sure I can finish this tonight. And a lot to do. Yeah, its hair's so cute! It's beautiful. Oops. There we go. I kind of wrote into the podcast that he still has his curls. He just has deer fur as well. So he kind of is like between a rock and a hard place. He has to like tone his curls down so it doesn't look terrible. That's how I've written over it. Gotta remember his stupid little glasses. How would I live with myself? Bow, yeah. The next podcast episode, let me think. The next one that's gonna be posted is the asexual one. Which is very interesting, I think. It's got a really tense conversation between the boys in it, I think. And then the one after that is the murder mystery one, and then the one after that is gonna be, I think, like a day in the life kind of one, where I want Vox to like follow Alistair around in the morning while they're getting ready for the show, and be like a nature documentary, but for the radio demon. It's just Vox being really fucking annoying. I feel like that would be fun. His hair was getting yeah. It was a Patreon letter. Because if you join the Patreon, you can write into the show. I haven't done one in a while, but there is one in the next episode. I don't think this looks very good. I think the eye is a bit wonky. Okay, that looks a little more even. I did like the original eye, but it just doesn't match the other one. I mean, that one doesn't match either. Drawing is hard. It's too hard. She-Ra had a big fandom. I did not like the ending of She-Ra. I don't know what it like. I don't want to be like lesbophobic or anything, but I did not like the She-Ra ship with like that little mean cat thing. I just don't feel like the cat thing like earned forgiveness. Maybe I've had too many abusive relationships. Well, I haven't had a real relationship, but I've had like really abusive friends who have like acted like they're in a relationship with me. And it's like, God, I just can't stand that at all. Like, Radio Static is also really abusive, but like, they're kind of like mutually abusive, and also they kind of deserve it at the same time. I don't think She-Ra deserved that evil cat thing. I just don't feel like her redemption was earned. And it's just, I don't know, that makes me uncomfortable. I have traumatic memories of Ultron. To this day, I'm angry at what they did to one of my childhood favorite shows. Was that a case of the writers, like, wanting to punish the fandom for existing? Because I feel like that's happened before. Like, didn't they make the main guy gay, but they put him in a relationship with someone no one knew or whatever? I don't know the specifics, but I heard it was bad. I liked Bao. Oh, is Bao a character? Hold on. That's a really good drawing. Okay, I take back everything mean I ever said about it. It's alright. I have also not watched Voltron. Love Double Trouble and Entrapta. I think, was Entrapta the mechanic one? I don't entirely remember. I was kind of thinking of having his wrist come up. I love Oh, was she like kind of into the evil guy? I kind of like that relationship actually. She could have fixed him. Or they could have made each other worse. I would have accepted either option. I don't really remember She-Ra that well. They had chemistry though. Watch the first 2 seasons and stop. Okay, that's a good That's a good tip. I've only watched the first 2 seasons of Voltron. What does that Osmodeus crystal look like? Do they all look the same, or can they all... Oh, can they look different? I feel like the timing on this is gonna be pretty rough. I might have to change the previous scene to get his hand in position sooner. The reference I'm using, he has a really fucking big hand. Oh, but I'm not, like, doing this blind, by the way. I have the leaked reference sheet of Alice's human form. Yeah, you know, I'm kind of mad about it. Like, give us the fucking reference sheets. Like, come on. I wanna draw these characters correctly. Give me the fucking reference sheets. I know they belong to, like, Amazon, so... But they could give us the Haluva Boss ones. I feel like it's unnecessarily mean to a very art-driven fandom. Not give us the reference sheets. Although, to be fair to Haluva Boss, I have heard that they don't have reference sheets. So maybe they can't. I don't know if that's true or not. That may just be like a rumor or just like something mean someone said once. But I have heard it said that they don't have reference sheets for Haluva Boss. I don't know if that's true. That's just what I've heard. But you know, like, what people say about these shows are just a little absurd sometimes. But I would like the reference sheets if there were more leaks of those. That would be very helpful. Alright, let me just look up an Osmodian crystal real quick. Let me, I will save in a second. Let me look up the crystal. I gotta fix the spelling, because I don't think I spelled it right in the script. Bum, 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 bum. Have you only seen one? Huh. What is that? Okay, I think they're all diamond shaped or we've only seen a diamond one. I'll just use a diamond one. I'm gonna be really fancy though. I'm gonna give it a different color. Oh, I wanted his to be green to kind of match his aesthetic a little bit. Up, up, up. Oh, let me put the chat back on screen. There you go. It wasn't that, no. A big reason the writing was so bad is because Netflix pushed the team to release 8 seasons in 2... That's fucking insane. That is criminally insane. 8 seasons in 2 years. That's... How do you even draw that fast? How do you draw at all? That kind of like... Oh, was that in response to me asking if, like, the writers hated the fans? Yeah. Maybe they hated their producers. Maybe that's a more accurate assessment. This looks like a Chaos Emerald. I used to draw Chaos Emeralds a lot in my notebooks in school. Obviously, like, it's a different shape, but it's like the same concept. Just draw the shape and the shape inside of it, and then the little vertices. Beep, beep. Let's put a little mask on that one. What if I did this? There we go. Let's finish Alistair. Can't even draw one episode in 2 years. I don't know. Maybe I could storyboard an episode if you gave me 6 months. But other than that, I don't. Maybe, how many backgrounds would I have to draw though? When I have my own, when I do like my OC project, I'm probably just gonna like have animatics. Probably not have like full animation. That's just too expensive. His slutty little garter things on his arms. Who the fucking let him dress himself? Sorry. I'm scared of looking at how overworked the animators were. Yeah, it seems like a recurring theme. So like every animator is just like overworked, rushed, just doing way more than they should be doing. And that's why I think my OC project will be like an animatic only, probably. Unless, like, it became so popular. I did have a couple million spare per episode, but I highly doubt that. How the fuck has anyone like what is Haluva like? How is Haluva Boss affording this? There's no way, is there? Well, they got signed to Amazon, so maybe that is how they're able to do this at the moment. Because, like, even with all of the merch and, like, the Patreons, like, you'd still have to, like, make, like, 1 million per episode. And wasn't there, like, at some point, a couple episodes a year? So, like, theoretically, you'd have to make, like, 5 or 6 million a year to, like, have Haluva Boss be a thing. So how is it even a thing? How is that? What is the math on that? Is it just overpaid, well, underpaid animators? Like, how are they, like, physically able to, like, have a show? Unless the merch is just that lucrative? I don't know. Because, like, I haven't... Maybe there are more Haluva Boss fans than I realize. Let me turn this off. Good night, Alexis. Oh yeah, you go to bed. Have a lovely night. But yeah, like, how is Haluva Boss? Like, how is Haluva Boss? Like, why is Haluva Boss? Because I know they have an overseas animation studio now. What is the Australian one doing, though? Because the Australian one was supposed to be making Homestuck. But maybe they got picked up and we just haven't heard about it yet because it's just not far enough along to be announced, maybe? I feel like if they weren't doing Homestuck, they would have shut down the Australian studio. So I'm sure they're still... Like, maybe that's still on the cards. I won't say, like, definitely they're still doing Homestuck. But I wouldn't be surprised if they were still doing Homestuck. What is this? Huh. That didn't pick up all of the things that I wanted it to. I mean, the fandom was pretty toxic, but the producers of the show 100% enabled and encouraged that behavior. For Voltron, yeah. Bum, bum, bum. Make his neck longer. His long ass fucking neck. Move this little guy. What am I doing? Close that. Turn that off. Let's put a color in it. Turn that off. I'll reuse that layer. I always put the pupils in last, I've noticed. But like, part of me is like, I want to understand how Haluva Boss can afford itself. Just in case, you know, I wanted to afford my own production. I doubt I ever will, but it would help to, like, get it, you know? Because I know Glitch is... Oh, wait a minute! Glitch is Australian. Glitch is using government grants. Maybe they have the Australian studio to, like, siphon, like, income from the Australian government. Not to be a conspiracy there, but like maybe they're like siphoning like the Australian art grants the way Glitch is to like help fund production of Haluva Boss. Like that could be something. I know Germany has something similar, but to get the German one, you have to like base your artwork in Germany. Because I was considering it. I was like, well, I'm not... You might have to be a German citizen as well. That might also be an issue. But I do know a German citizen. And my mom's technically a German citizen. But my mom would never help me with anything. Like, she barely lets me stay in, like, where I'm living now. So I doubt my mom would let me use her to get animation funds from the German government. But yeah, but like I don't think enough of my show. Like if it was possible, I'd probably try to plan around that. I'd move the setting to Germany, basically. you'd have to like do the main, like the main language in German as well. Maybe that's another reason to try and use the Australian grants, because you can have those in English. But you know, if it was possible to get a German grant, I would definitely like try to do that. But I just don't think that's possible for me, unfortunately. So yeah, so So I'm guessing a combination of merch, Patreon, Amazon investment, Australian funds. Just the whole, just like everything. Just like the whole kitchen sink. That's probably what they've had to do. There's actually 3 keyframes on this layer. So I have this one. You can look down a little bit. Why is Alistair so mean? He's just so mean. God. He's just an evil demon guy. I think another roadblock to my OC project is just that I just don't have a reason to, like, make my main characters, like, bad people. Like, in Hazbin Hotel, the point is that everyone's a bad person, right? But, like, it's really hard for me to, like, find a reason to make my OCs bad people. As much as I would want them to be bad people. I just can't find it. I can't find the excuse. And I just think that would make the show boring. And it's like, what's the point of, like, trying if it's gonna be really boring anyway, you know? So I want to get my OC project to the point where it doesn't bore me to tears. And then hopefully it won't bore other people to tears. We'll see though. I'm a little sleep deprived. I was like, oh, the sun's setting. It's not. This is the trying. Yeah, silly mouse. Da, da. Yeah. So, if I ever get to the point where my OC project is as interesting to me as it is, as, like, Hazbin Hotel is, that might be a good sign. But it's not quite there yet. It's been an interesting challenge to try and get it there, but it's just not there yet. Like, the challenge at the moment has been more interesting than the actual, like, thing itself. I feel like something's missing here. Are his eyes too low, maybe? Yeah, I think his eyes are too low. Now I can surgically alter this. Okay. He's such a little shit. He just does what he wants. No empathy in that little brain of his. He has like a little tag thing. Alright, I think that's good enough. What's the next frame? There we go, he's walking into the portal on this room. Where's my onion skin? Maybe because maybe it's not in the same folder. Maybe that's why. Let me grab this guy. And just temporarily move him into a new folder. Here. And then I can move him back. And the onion skin's still not there. Oh, because the folder's not. I wish the bottom timer would jump to where you are. For some reason it doesn't do that. Here I am. There we go. Oh, the onion skin is active. I could draw him walking through the portal now. I feel like I drew the back of his head recently. Oh well. Not a huge imposition. Bad people are fun to write about. Exactly! Right? I need to find a way to make my OCs worse. At the moment, they just feel empty and woobified. And I haven't even written anything yet, and they already feel like woobified. Kill myself. Oh yeah, didn't I like just draw him from this angle? Just hold on. Is it this one? No. Oh, there's the one under it. Yeah. It's not quite. Let me take a screenshot. You can see what my screen looks like. I'll take him. Put him over here. There we go. I'll get rid of this. Put that back on. There you go. And I can kind of like have a small reference. I would love to collab with another writer. Not just like on the podcast, but also on like my OC project. But it's like finding people, right? That are like kind of like I don't know if like I'd have to find someone like above my skill level, but just like someone around my skill level, maybe. Da. Finding writers is hard, as Hollywood learned after during the 2008 writers' strike. Hard to find a good writer, because like you can go pretty far if you have pretty decent writing, but it's like getting the decent writing. That's the hard part. it's a very hard skill to learn and teach as well. Almost impossible, I would say, to like learn how to be a good writer. Writing is the one skill I didn't learn. I think I absorbed it early on in my childhood from reading a lot. And every skill I have learned since then has just been to try and support my writing in some way. Like learning to draw was just to trick people into reading my comics. Da, da, da. And like there are some functional things. There's like you can like learn what a story arc is. Whoops. What was that? Okay. That's just a weird glitch. I don't know how to draw an eye at this angle. Maybe just not draw it. It's probably the easiest option. Kill song. I kind of want that to go into the portal, but I'll deal with that later. Whoops. You'll make them worse, I believe in you. Thank you. That was weird. What did I do? I don't know. But, like, you gotta make them worse in a specific way. Because if you make him too bad, like Stolas, then it's like, you've ruined them. Like, I'm never gonna think Stolas is a good character. You can't, like, you can't bait people with something that bad. I think I said before, but I think the trial, the blue, like if they wanted to prove to everyone that Stolas wasn't an R word, they should have had the Bluebird at the trial accuse Stolas of R wording Blitzo. And then they could like explore that concept within the framework of the show. Instead of like pretend nothing bad ever happened and that everyone's a bad faith critic. It's like, oh god, I hate that bird. And people get genuinely mad at you if you hate Stolas as well. I'm sorry. I don't like that bird. I think that bird is a rapist. Very bad bird. And that doesn't mean I think Blitzo is blameless. Because they did kind of frame it in a way that Blitzo was really the offending party. But that just made me mad at the writers. For just, like, making Blitzo his own victim. Which, a horrific thing to like write, you know? Like, oh, if someone puts you in a bad situation, but you initiated it, you're the bad person. I can't stand Haluva Boss. I love Haluva Boss anytime Stolas isn't in it. But because he's like the most woobified character, he's like Ryder's pet. It just makes the show unwatchable. And that's why I'm like, how is it making so much money? Like, is it really that popular? Is there a money laundering scheme going on here? Like, what? How is this even possible? I think in a lot of ways, I don't want to accuse Vivzy Pop of anything, but it kind of feels like she pulled the ladder up behind her. Mostly because you can't get away with abusing people the way you used to. Sorry. You can't get away with, like, having children work for free on your animated projects anymore. Unfortunate reality here. No, I'm just joking, of course. Of course, like, no one should work for free, but obviously. There's something fishy going on. It's interesting your OC project is so train-focused now. I had an idea for a demon train story called Round Trip on the Infernal Express. Ooh, that's fun. Why is it train-themed? Where did the train thing come from? Let me think. Well, honestly, it's just because in the original story of Vamqueer, like, the way the main character got to, like, the bar was on a train. So originally it was just a bar near a train. But, like, now it's slowly become, like, the bar is the train station kind of thing. And it kind of, like, a couple different things kind of worked with the idea that this was a train. Like, the focus, like, is on, like, the train kind of thing. So a lot of the concept has, like, grown very organically from, like, a very simple story. Like, the original story is based on, what's it called? Young Goodman Brown. Vaguely based on Young Goodman Brown. And I was, because the main character, well, previously the main character, I don't know if she technically counts as a main character anymore, but previously her society was based on pilgrims from, like, to the original, like, Pilgrims to the Americas, because it's like a post-apocalyptic story. So there was like, there's a bit like a Reformation movement, like a religious, like, thingy. But anyway. So, like, originally the train was just there to, like, get the main character to a different location. But then the train sort of started infecting other parts of the story. There is because I was looking up things I could call the project now that there's, like, the train is more involved. I think there's a couple different games where there's, like, a hell train. One of them, let me think. There's, like, a hell train one where, like, you have to like, visit, like, stations. Gosh, what was it? I forget what it's called, but there's like a hell train video game. I think there's two different hell themed video games with trains in them. And there's also like a not a hell themed one, but like a death themed one. Slightly different. So yeah, so I've looked at lots of different train things just to like see what I could copyright basically. I was like, what's copyrightable here? Technically, I think you can steal the name of a video game if your project isn't itself a video game. Like I think it's like context specific, a lot of things. I imagine if you pay the licensing for one thing though, you might as well get it in a few different things just in case. Bum, bum. But like my concept's a little weird at the moment because I'm going back and forth on a lot of things. It's very confused. Like I've been going back and forth on making it like a time-based thing. You got fed up with it, Haluva Boss. Oof. Like what specifically? Like what is like was there like a specific moment? Because a lot of people have like really odd gripes, in my opinion. Like they'll hate Haluva Boss because like a character they like doesn't appear enough or something like that. Sorry if that's you. Like there are genuinely like a lot of people who are like upset about Chaz not being in the show or whatever. Again, if that's you, I'm sorry. I don't mean it. Back. Is this a Sonic song? This sounds like a Jet Radio song. I've genuinely been enjoying every episode. But then I like think about it afterwards, and that's that's where it all falls apart. Uh-oh. Alright, that looks good. I'm gonna grab the color from here. I mean, I really love trains, so I have no complaints here. Part of me is like, oh, I don't know if I'm autistic enough to make a train thing. Am I gonna get my ass if I fuck up this train thing? Maybe that's a good thing, though. Maybe they'll complain so much about the inaccuracies of the trains that no one will pay attention to, like, this sloppy writing. maybe this is the platonic ideal. Maybe I'll fuck up train things like innocuously, and then I'll get like 10-hour long YouTube critiques that are just like, technically, and then it'll be fine. No one will be like accusing my writing of being misogynistic and sexist. It'll just be train inaccuracy. Okay, that'd be great. That'd be perfect. That'd be perfect. And then people have to be like, it's a make-believe train. It doesn't have to be perfect. That'll be like all of the drama will just be about the inaccuracies of the train system. Everyone will forget it's like a cartoon. Yeah, I figured it out. His glasses are so stupid. Not in general, but like just the way I draw them. That doesn't look very good. How does it even work? Oh well. Let me see if I can make them a little bit smaller. That might help. Yeah. At the moment, the main characters are all people that work at a train station. But I'm kind of like trying to give the previous main character a job to do at the train station so that she doesn't have to like leave the cast if I ever get to tell her story. But I'm not sure, like, she's kind of like a botanist and she can probably sew stuff, but I don't know if that's like specifically like a train. Like, she can make and mend uniforms, but I don't feel like that's like a full-time train person thing. Unless like she's hired to make costumes for Alfredric's silly things. Oh no, I think there's one more Alistair for this scene. Where he's just like, idiot! He's such a silly Billy. I'm gonna move this, I'm gonna take this, I'm gonna move this back into the folder it needs to go into, which I think is this here. Well, Cliff is really thinking about that one. There it is. Is that in the right one? Doesn't look like it. Where is it? Okay, yeah, it's in the right one. So like that. And there's one more. Let me just take a screenshot again. Oh, he's just sort of popping out of the portal. I'll do it in this layer. Is it the third one? Yeah, that one. Or he's just like, idiot. So cute. I don't think they did retcon Chaz being dead. I think Chaz is still dead. It's just an April Fool's joke that he's still alive. Your complaints with the writing. I think what made me bail was Millie being pregnant and Solus just forgetting about his own daughter. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I care so little about Solus that it kind of expands to his whole family. So part of me is just like, why would you want Solus to remember you existed? But I know it's probably you. Yeah, I do feel bad for her, I suppose. Where's okay? If I'm correct, I can draw here. Okay, that makes sense. Alright, let's draw Alistair. Calling Vox an idiot. He's like mad about it too. Oh, I kind of understand like the people saying, "Oh, when you don't know what to do with a female character, you just make her pregnant." That's like a bad thing. But I feel like you can't pass judgment on it until it's written. But also, Hollywood's writing is so fucking bad that I don't blame anyone for passing judgment on it before it's been written. Maybe like the criticism can like force them to write it better. Maybe like, but like part of me is like, gosh, it takes so long to like do animation that by the time it was revealed that Millie was pregnant, I feel like it would have been like already written her like entire arc by then, or at least most of it. I think what would happen is that like her pregnancy is just like vaguely brought up a couple of times, and then they just have like a pregnancy episode near the end of the season. I know they did change one. They there was a deleted no, there was like an early version of Ghost Fuckers where like Millie killed herself or something over Moxie or something. I'm not sure. And there was like a big backlash of like, obviously this is so misogynistic that it can't possibly be real. And so they had to change it. I don't know. I don't know. I don't remember the specifics or anything. God, I don't know what I'm doing right now. Let's just put his nose in. And put his little nose crinkle in for funsies. So like technically if there's enough backlash, I feel like they do change things. But how much backlash and like the timing and everything? I don't know. I feel like it would be difficult to try and get them to change anything about the story. Also because like every criticism that they receive, they call it bad faith even if it isn't. And I know Twitter users are annoying, but it can't be possible that every single criticism is bad faith, right? That feels a little far-fetched. I want to put a little bit of Alice's demon form back into the last time we see him. Also, wasn't Millie being pregnant the last thing we saw? I feel like a lot of people are gonna watch it just to see how bad it is. But also, I feel like that's just not gonna, like, it's just not gonna be in the story. And then it'll just like, be a side thing. And then they'll have, like, the one episode where she gives birth at the end. I think they're gonna do that thing where, like, she's gonna spend the whole season being like, oh, I don't want the baby. I'm gonna get rid of the baby. Do I tell Moxie? Nah, I'll just get rid of the baby. And then Moxie's gonna do, like, something heroic or whatever to, like, prove that he's a good dad. And then she's gonna, like, reward him for being a decent person by choosing to keep the baby. I think that's what's gonna happen. I don't think there's any other way that you can write a pregnancy arc. Unless she literally does abort it. Which would be ideal, I think. But I don't think they're actually going to. I think it would make too much sense for her to Abort the child. And it's just, like, the way Vivzy Pop writes, she just writes stuff because other writers write stuff, right? And I think they're gonna have the baby because other cartoons, like, have babies in them. Like, there's not a whole lot of thought that goes into this. And then they're gonna have, like, a couple of baby gags that we've seen a million times before. Except it's gonna be hell-themed. And Blitzo's gonna be like, we're gonna see... I think, honestly, if Millie has the baby, it's purely for Blitzo and Stolas' development, right? Like, Blitzo's gonna be like a surrogate father. Like, Stolas is gonna, like, use the baby to, like, deal with his traumas and whatever. And then Blitzo and Stolas are gonna realize that they also want a baby because they've been taking care of the imp child together or whatever. And it, like, forced, like, it's not even gonna be Millie's baby. It's gonna be Blitzo and Stolas' baby. That's what's gonna happen. There's love. Because, like, we've never seen Blitzo and Stolas be, like... Well, we had Octavia when she was a baby. But we've never seen Blitzo take care of, like, a child. And there'll probably be some scene where Blitzo, like, explains why he adopted, like, a teenage daughter instead of, like, a child. And he's gonna be, like, doubting his abilities as a parent. It's gonna be a bunch of... Yeah, it's gonna be that. It's gonna be that for different characters every other episode. Until they get tired of the baby being there, and then they'll just get rid of it somehow. It'll like go to Millie's parents. And then they'll be done with it. It is you. Yeah, we're just gonna have to put up with it. Giving Blitzo and Stolas ideas. And then it'll disappear. Always and forever. Remember when I said... I think his eyes are too close together. They look fine, actually. Make that a little less dramatic, maybe. Remember when I say... I can see the sun starting to rise. It's not risen yet, but the darkness of the night is slightly less dark. I can see, like, the edges of buildings now. I think I might smooth that out a bit. Oh, my foot kind of hurts. I've been putting my other foot on it as like a footrest. His little vampire ear really brings the whole design together. Can I copy and paste the hair? Ah. Where'd it go? It's like the story just exists because she likes the character. It's not that the characters actually serve the story. Ah. That's true. But I feel like the point, well, you know that saying, like the point of the system is what the system does, or like whatever. I don't quite remember the quote correctly. But it's like the point is what it does. And I think the point of Haluva Boss is just to make Vipsy Pop money. So I think it does what it's supposed to do. And in which case I can't I can't criticize it. Because it's doing what it's supposed to be doing. Maybe that's cynical, but that's kind of the way it is. I'm gonna make him smaller, I think. Da, 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 da. I think it's kind of, yeah, I think I get what you mean, because like there are some characters which don't need to exist but just exist anyway for no reason, like Visago or whatever his name is, like Visago. I don't know what his name is, but like he was like an overlord design for Has-Been, but I think because it was a bird and they were like, I think it's confusing to like have all of your like main high class characters all be the same like species, because that kind of gives the impression that like every bird is a high class species, but there are like high class species that aren't birds, and I feel like they could have made it more clear that you don't have to be a bird to be a high class like demon thing. Also, like, but what makes a demon high class? We know that Stolas's father is Piedmon, which is a high-ranking demon. But what about all these other motherfuckers? Like, Stella isn't a high-ranking demon, but her brother is a high-ranking demon? Like, what are you trying to tell us about that, Bibsy Pop? Like, I I don't want to be like, does she even pay attention to her own show? I don't think she writes it. Well, I guess she writes it, but I don't know. She only writes half of it. Maybe she's... I kind of feel like she's not giving her writers all of the information that they need to, like, make a good show to begin with. Because, like, season 1 is, like, full of all of these loose plot threads that never get brought up again. And when they do, it's like... Well, actually, I think they all have been now. Yeah, season 1 was just, like, throwing loose plot threads at you left and right. And then season 2 was like, okay... I guess we have to conclude the plot thread, even though they clearly didn't want to. But now what? Now that season 1 set everything up and season 2 knocked it all down, I guess all they can do is just make all the characters pregnant. See what happens. Got nothing else to do now. They really butchered Stella, though. Like, I know you just want a one-dimensional villain character, but you can't make a one-dimensional villain character like a forced bride of an aristocracy. Like, you can't just make a one-dimensional evil character and give them the most complex backstory in the entire show. And then just act like it's all null and void because she was also evil as a child. She was also being abused as a child. Like, and then you act like everyone who has a problem with the way that you write Stella is just like some sort of crazy person. I don't know. Bum, bum, bum. It's very double standards. Like, I don't fault anyone for, like, thinking the show is very misogynistic. Like, the male characters are clearly favored over the female characters. I cannot stand that Stella has a brother. It's like they brought in the brother just to be smart, so that they could make sure Stella stayed as, like, a completely one-note dumbass the entire time. And it was also, like, vaguely implied the brother also abuses her. Except, I guess he's supposed to be gay now. So they kind of, like, wrote themselves out of that one. A very odd show. I don't like people who imply that you have to like Kahlua Boss if you like Hazbin. It's like... Yeah, that's a rapist character, but at least they treat the rapist character like a rapist in Hazbin Hotel. You know, it's the small things. What time is it? Okay, well, they're kind of getting a little bit worse about treating the rapist character like a rapist in Hazbin Hotel. But while Angel Dust is like one of the highest earning characters, I feel like they're not gonna compromise that. Alright, one more down. I gotta put his pupils in. Oh, and his stupid little glasses as well. Can I steal the glasses? I'm gonna steal the glasses. By drawing, I do what I want. Usually I reinforce the top, so I'll just make sure I get that. They. Perfect. And then color. Oh. A little bit over there. I might make his color a bit brighter because he's in the portal now. I just want to make the outline a bit darker. A bit thicker, I meant. I want to give him more of a chin. Not a chin, I meant a jaw. Do, 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 do. Maybe that's too much chin. Turn it down a bit. There we go. That looks a bit better. There was all this demand for Millie character development, and she wasn't even my fave, but a pregnancy plot felt like a slap in the face. I don't know. I'll have to see first. I'll have to see how I feel when it's like over and dusted. I feel like it's too much to I want to give him a chance. I want to be nice. I want to give him a chance to show that they have like some like genuine reason. Like if one of the characters is a parent, maybe. Sorry, if one of the writers is a parent, like maybe it could work. I don't know if Viv is a parent. I don't think so. I think maybe I want to move the mustache. It looks so weird about the mustache. But rest assured, I will be watching every single critique video after Season 3 comes out. Which I'm 90% sure they're gonna be dropping on, like, Amazon. They're gonna drop the full season on Amazon, I presume. Like, they have to still be working on it. Like, I'm pretty sure that they've still been working on it. Like, I don't think they've been cancelled or anything. I could be wrong, but I feel like it would be weird to sign with Amazon and then Amazon just like cancel it immediately. I'm just having trouble with this chin. I should probably just leave it alone though. Not like it's hurting anyone. Maybe I just want the face to be wider. That's not bothering me. I think it's good to have mother characters and things, though. I don't think it had to be Millie, but, like... There's so many dads in Helluva Boss, and there's no moms. Well, there's Stellar, I guess. It feels like if parenthood is supposed to be a big theme with the boys, maybe it's a good thing that we finally get, like, a woman character dealing with pregnancy and like motherhood and stuff like that. Like, cause the boys have like all those issues. Like, why can't the girls have those issues? You know. So I don't want to pass judgment on it just yet. Even though I feel like the baby is just gonna exist for Stolas and Blitzo to like have a baby child moment where they're like, we should adopt a child. Or maybe Millie and Moxie die next season and Blitzo and Stolas have to adopt a child. I have no faith in, like, genuine, decent Stolas and Blitzo development. Like, 100% I would see them, like, killing off Moxie and Millie to, like, force Stolas and Blitzo to, like, raise this child together before they give Millie a decent character moment. That's just the way I see it. What they'll probably do is they'll do like the baby fever episode, and Stelis and Blitzo will be like, yeah, we should never have kids. And that'll be the punchline at the end of the episode. But then they'll have kids like 3 episodes later because there's no consistency or anything in Hulu Boss. I should write this show, but I should write it badly. Like, I think at this point you need to write it badly, otherwise you're not keeping up with the audience expectations. Oh. I like this song. I hated this game, but I love this song. I feel like the only person in the whole world. Bright lights, colors all around. You don't trust HP anymore. I have hope. Okay, I think I'm done with the strong. Not giving up, not letting go. I'll keep on running. God, I love Sonic the Hedgehog. And though it looks pretty far, I'm gonna find my own way and take a chance on today. What's happened there? Cause all this feels so right. Keep on running. I'll stick my hand, we're gonna reach for the star. I feel like I'm the only person in the world who hated Sonic Colors. But the opening act just dragged out so fucking much, and it was the same. It wasn't fun. It wasn't varied. It was terrible. I hate Sonic Colors. Gameplay sucked. Aesthetics sucked. Gameplay sucked. But very good song. I'll give him that. I gotta sneeze. Hope so. Although they look pretty far. I did save, didn't I? Yeah, it should be saving. Hopefully it saves. Alright, that'd be a lot of wasted time and effort. What time is it? Only... it's been about 3 hours. Let's see. We did, I think we did about 3 scenes. So about an hour a scene. There's 10 scenes. That'll be 10 hours. I don't know when I'll need to sleep, honestly. Ooh, I do have some coffee beans. I can num num. Let's just go right. It's been 3 hours, so I guess I'll take a small break. Feel it now, the colors all around. ASMR stream of mouse trying to put coffee beans into a smaller coffee cup. They're chocolate covered coffee beans. Let's keep me going. They were relatively inexpensive for like how many servings there are. They're only like 5 quid, and there's probably at least 20 servings in here. I can only eat like 2 or 3 handfuls on a go. I can't eat the whole tree worth of coffee beans. Yeah, it saved. Nice. Alright, let's take one last look at this guy. He opens the portal, he goes in, calls Vox an idiot, and then the portal closes. I do have portal closing stuff, but they aren't timed out, and you know, they're probably around here somewhere. I think that's the old version. I might not need that. Turn that off, turn that off. What is that little guy doing there? Oh, is that still in... No, it's in the right spot. I'm confused. But I'll figure it. This is like a really weird scene because I have to like mask it into the portal and stuff. It's weird. Let me try and figure out what's going on here. Why is that one there, though? That's not what... Like, why is that there? Oh, is that a different frame? Okay, okay. It's a different frame. I don't know what's going on here. I wish I named these better. Let me try and figure out what's going on. It's very confusing. I'll turn everything off for a second. That's the background. So that should be... Okay, so I need the little guy in the closing portal. Because he's saying... Turn that off. That's one. How do I name this? And then there's two. Oh, I gotta fix the... Come on, Clip Studio. It's not that difficult. Let's fix that. And the third one. Okay, one more. And that should be... Okay, so this is the portal closing. That looks good. And then the opening one should be empty, yeah. Yeah, that looks good. And I think I made this to like help me work on it, but I don't think I ended up using that. I'll mark it blue, just in case. I'm not going to delete it, just in case. And then this is just those two frames. And then this is the first frame in the beginning. Perfect. Awesome. Looks great. Turn that one off. Call that job done. That one's done. What's this one? Killing Eminem would be kind of insane. If they actually had the balls, it would be kind of If they actually had the balls to do that, I might actually start watching again just to see what else they might do. Very true. Alright. This one's a very difficult one. This is the longest shot, I believe. There's many different... Let's see. This is where he pushes him in the water. There's everything. Oh, so... Where is this? Let me turn these off for a minute. So they're talking. And then they turn together. And Asta looks aside. Turn off that for a second. They're talking. They're talking. We like turn to face each other. It's really cute. Asta like looks away, and then Vox turns around, and then he shoves him in the water. Ah, good stuff. I think I want to start with this one. That's because it's a cute one. Yeah, Millie dies in childbirth. I'm sorry, I just had a flash forward to all the 10 million YouTube essays. If Millie died in childbirth. Honestly, that's such a terrible idea. I put that in top 3 things to happen. Top 3 most likely things to happen. And, honestly, that would be kind of funny. Do you want to see misogyny? I'll give you misogyny. Wait, kill off half the females in their main cast. She would, though. She 100% would. Uh-oh. What'd I do? Okay. How did that get over there? How do I get rid of it? Maybe this will work? Where'd it go? That fish is gone. Oh, there it is. It's up there. There we go, I fixed it. I still want to do. Go over there. There you go. Thank you. I've never even noticed those here before. Wow. I've never noticed those. I always use the ones up here. Anyway. Or kill Stella because she's the bad guy. Then they kill Millie because she's pregnant. And then they kill Luna because she's got syphilis. And then they replace them with like male equivalents. Like the child is a man, the child is a boy. So that's like the new Luna or whatever. Who goes up emo because his mom died. Sorry. Obviously, don't let me write Hulu about this. I would exclusively try to piss off the fandom as much as possible. He can't. I'm looking at the references for his human form. This boy cannot open his eyes. He's not allowed. There's that constant bedroom eyes thing going on. And then people on Twitter are like, how dare people headcanon that Alistair seduced his victims. He just like has constant bedroom eyes. He can't open his goddamn eyes. Well, I don't go off, don't criticize. Later in the morning, I'll be able to start singing. Well, I don't give in, won't compromise. Kind of looks like a small penis. That's just what the reference looks like, by the way. It doesn't matter now what happens. When I don't get back, I don't need to. God, what'd I do? Did you get to the part about killing all the women? But she would. No, she wouldn't. She needs them for merch. If only Millie was a lesbian, then she could stay. But because she can't sell Pride merch, she has to be going. She gotta get the fuck out of here. It doesn't matter now what happens. Never. Let me refresh. Maybe my stream is behind the chat. But yeah, don't let me write Alubaba. Actually, Millie gets a sex change. No, I'm kidding. Romoxy is bi. So it could work. Am I not live? No, it's loading in, I think. There we go. My chat hopefully should be playing it. Present day. Oh no, the music ended. Oh, I'm here, so let me just correct that then. Let's just play all the same songs over again. There's some good ones in here. Yeah. There's like a 50-50 chance I draw his little gay garter thing. I do not draw hands. Like, hands grabbing over hands is the hardest thing for me to draw. I have no experience with human contact. Quite clearly. Maybe. I'll keep it like that for a minute. And I'll see what Vox's hands want to do, if I need to change it. Wait, they already gave Millie... They already gave Millie, like, a male alter ego for the Yowie. They can just do that. Select. Or like when she gives birth, there's like a 2-for-1 special at the hospital that they go to. And she's like, well, since I'm here. It's so cute. Aww. I keep drawing his shirt the way it is in his demon form. But it's not... But I can't help it. Gay little vest. For the Pride episode of the podcast, I'm gonna make Vox, like, ask Alistair for reparations. Because of all of the gay men he's killed. Anyway, yeah, don't make me write Haluva Vox. I don't know. The podcast is gonna run out of jokes eventually. It'll be a sad day. But we're not there yet. Look out down below, Sonic is on the go. The sun has risen. The world, not alone. And as a team we can become even stronger. I can't draw these glasses. Oh, they go this way. At this angle, apparently. I've been drawing them around the same height this entire time. And then Tia posted the height difference thing. I'm gonna try and keep them the same height, because I feel like I drew them around the same height for part 1. Anyway. It's white boy moment. First Vincent of the night. Oh, that's so cute that they're getting married. Aww. Vincent is just like every American stereotype in one face. We can make it if we all stick together. We won't get up, not ever. As here with my friends by my side. Best things in each other. Together we are stronger than anyone else can be on their own. I do make his nose a little longer than I need to, though. I think it just looks better. A little more refined. I don't remember what their expressions should be on this. For this part. When together we can overcome all the odds. It's never as hard as it seems. Still a bit too early to sing. We can make it if we all stick together. We won't give up, not ever. Everything's gonna be alright. I'll bring out the best things in each other. Together we are stronger. He can't even fucking see Alistair. He's got no glasses on. I'm gonna move this all down, I think. Bum bum bum. Bow, 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 bow. Oh no, I accidentally deleted it. There we go. Let me put them on different layers. Just in case. They're just so cute. Make them a little bit smaller. Aren't they just the most adorable little guys? Aw, they're just so cute. That's gonna be a bit lower. Hello, hi! I'm streaming at an odd time today. The sun has arisen. Let me just turn off the light quickly. I don't want to waste electricity. Okay, I'm back. Although I'm starting to feel a little bit sleepy. But I'll see. I'll wait until I'm like super sleepy. Otherwise I'll just stay awake for a couple more hours. In bed. How do hands work? I don't understand. Okay, maybe something like that. And his hover hand. Up here, maybe. But yes, hello, hi, just in case you didn't hear me or anything. And then Alice's hand, maybe? Because they're a bit smaller. Or, hold on. Put Vincent's hand here. And then Alistair's hand can go over it. And then Vincent's over that. Bit confused, but keep it like that for a minute. I can simplify it if I need to. Ah. The sun is giving me a headache. It's not even up yet. It's my enemy. He's like, how fucking dare you avoid me? I'm not trying to. Ah, they're so cute! Just sillies. Just super sillies. I haven't been consistently drawing the, like, second layer of Vincent's arm thing. Adorable. Adorable. Let's use a brighter pink. a little too bright. Kind of want it dustier. Too dark. Make it a little brighter. Ah, that's what he needed. I was like, where is this? He needs his eyebrows. I was like, I know I'm missing something. This is a cute frame. Little babies. So small. Ready to be squished. I'm saving my work. Aren't they so cute? Oh my god. Okay, maybe I see murder media a little bit. Vampire mouth. I'm not drinking blood. I'm eating coffee beans. The sun is mad at me though. I think you're behind in the stream, Poppy. But if you want to get every second a mouse, I understand. I'm very happy with my drawings today. There's quite a few of these ones though. Let's see, what's the next similar one? Okay, so this frame's the same. Just Alistair looks off to the side. I'm thinking really hard. Can I reuse? Oh no, did I draw them on the wrong side? Oh, I think I gotta flip them. Hold on. Yeah, no, wait. Wait, hold on. Let me check the rest of them. Was Alistair on the left? He's on the left in that one. Okay, yeah. I think he is on the left. Okay. Cute. Let's see. And then the next frame. This is the one he turns his head. Let's put the onion skin on. Turn that off. Erase all of this. He's being kind of cheeky, this one. It's like, oh, look at that. It's like kind of distracting Vox a little bit. He's being really cheeky. Let's make his eyes nice and big this time, though. That's cute. I like that one. I think Alice looks like a vampire with those pointy little ears. Okay, I'm kind of making them a little more pointed than they are in canon, but it's not too much. Hold on. I drew this 30 seconds ago. There we go. And I think I can take the hair from the previous panel, since I drew it so spot on. I'm gonna sneeze again. Okay, it's kind of a weak sneeze. Oh no, wrong one. Copy. Paste. I'm like, oh no. Love it on all its forms. Yeah. I want to draw some Lost Signal, but I just don't have time. With the tiny little television. I also don't have like a good idea for it either. A lot of it's just like repurposed Jessica Rabbit and Roger Rabbit bits. Isn't bad. Wait, I'll put that up. But I don't feel like I have anything to add to the conversation. Personally. Cheeky boy activated. Get the eyelashes a little cunty. It's like, oh hey! One more down. Let's see how that looks. I think this is a full redraw panel. That's a full redraw, I think. But maybe I could reuse... Yeah, I think I can reuse the Alistair in this one because it's very similar. And then just a front view. 6:30. Do I call it quits? Do I go take a nap? I'm not sure. It's hard to say. Let me save. I could do a different scene. Because this is such a long scene, it's a bit daunting. What I could do like... I could do like a bit of this scene, do a different scene, do a bit more of this scene, do a different scene. That's probably the way to do it. Then I will get like bored of just this one scene. Actually, it's Wednesday. No, it's Thursday. But technically, it's Wednesday for me. It's like my Wednesday work day on a Thursday. Who's going to go see the final episode of The Amazing Doodle Circus in theaters? I think I will. If there's one playing at my local one. Okay, I'm gonna put this scene on ice for a minute. This is a cute one, but again, it's a bit more of an involved drawing. I think I'll try to do a simpler one. Yeah, I'll do this one. Let me grab that sideways Alistair I already drew. Where are ya? One of these. I'm gonna pillage my own drawing. Take you. This is a single drawing one. Flip you around. Make big. Make smaller. I think I'll make his head look down. Just a little bit. He's not happy in this one. He's more reflective. I'll keep the closed mouth if I want another frame of it. For a second. A little more detail because it's closer up. Very jungly song. I think this is from Sonic Rush. I could be wrong though. Try and put this out of the way. Okay. My eyes are going weird a little bit. I gotta head out, mouse. Yeah, I should probably also head out. We'll see, we'll see. Good night, Poppy! I hope you have a lovely day. Or night, or evening, or sleep. My eyes are starting to hurt, which might be the headache from the sunlight. I'm not sure. I feel bad running away from the sun all day long. Good night, puppy! Okay, so there's 2 frames of Alistair there, of an open and a closed mouth. Where is this, though? Ah, there you are. Create another frame. I'll have this one be closed. What pink was I using? There we go. And then I'll put my little box. Oh, did I delete the sketch for box? Hold on, I can find that. Where are you? Is it you? Yeah. I'm gonna make a new layer for box. There you go. The box can be in there. To work together to build a better life. And you and me and everybody. Alright, I think I got about halfway. Maybe a little less than halfway. Maybe a little. Not sure. But it's 7 AM. I could go for a little EP. Maybe. How long have I been streaming? Only 5 hours, maybe? I gotta work on the script tomorrow. Well, today. In quotation marks. I'll probably do that first thing. And then go back to streaming. I think I'm happy with progress today. One, two, three. Four. I only did 4, and there's 11. Ugh. Alright, this one's almost done. And then I think this one's 1 panel. That one's 1 panel. That one's that one's a couple panels, isn't it? Fox slides in. Elsa's like, why are you holding my hand? And he drags him off again. That's 3 panels. So there's 3. I think there's 2 in this one. There's quite a few in this one, actually. There's like, I would say 4. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I think there's about 11. 11, 12. 13, 14. About 14. 15. I have about 15 panels left. Of this is just the river part, though. And I'll have to get started on the cafe part. Okay, but I'm happy with that, I think, for now. Hopefully that's good to call it about halfway, maybe? Maybe a little less than halfway. Alright. The script is the priority tomorrow. Then I'll be back here to stream in the middle of the night. Hopefully a little earlier, because my computer won't be updating, hopefully. And then we'll get started on the cafe part on the weekend. After recordings and all that. I gotta do a small drawing for the Ace Alistair Week episode. Alright, I'm gonna call it. Surprisingly didn't drop stream for 4 hours. Nice. I'll see you guys later. Bye! Only 4 hours though?